guys, today I've come to this old village. It's in the Perm region and it's a historical museum that shows the wooden architecture from the 16th, 17th, 18th centuries. That is very typical for this region, the Ural region. Today I don't have my selfie stick, so I have to use my arm. So I hope the video is not too shaky and I hope that my arm will not fall off by the end of the video. Yeah, but it's a nice place. It's very melancholic, I think, with all this snow. And luckily today is not very cold, so it's nice to walk around. It's very pretty. I like these forests here. Yeah. So I will show you some things. Let's see, let's go. Well, actually, apart from that painting of some sort of devil on the wall, everything else inside the houses looked cute. We even visited one special farmstead that belonged to a prosperous peasant. The walls of the house were covered with traditional paintings, which is kind of rare. There were flowers, birds, and everything else that represents prosperity and abundance. I just thought that it was so nice that people back then, they were trying to make their houses cozier and unique. Okay, let's take a look at the kitchen. So fancy. Yeah, I think this landscape right now, at least, looks really melancholic because everything is white and gray and there are these old churches that are really, I don't know, they're kind of looking dark. Here is a watchtower and there are no people around. Yeah, it's an interesting place. I like it. And there is a lot of space for walking. Look at this church. It's under construction now, but I really like the shape of the building. I think it's so pretty. And obviously it's really old. And there you can see a dome. I will come closer to show you. Yeah, I think it's so cool. I like the sculptures. They show Slavic idols, I guess. I don't know, there is no description here, but there is also a bench where you can sit and I guess think about your life just like this guy. And you can look at this landscape here. Yeah, I like it. Well, right now it's kind of hard to sit there. And now we're gonna go to an old church. It's right there. And here is an old wooden church. Unfortunately, you can't go inside, but I would like to see it. The crosses are not in a very good condition, but yeah, it's so interesting. And here is a bell tower. So old. Look at these footprints or paw prints. I think that, yeah, these are probably wolves because they're so big. This is my foot. And this is kind of creepy. So they came from here, from this church. And we're alone here in the middle of the forest. So that's interesting. I hope that will be okay. Seems like these footprints are fresh because, you know, the snow has just fallen. Yeah, I don't know, the footprints are going there and we're going there as well. So I hope that we will not meet any wolves. Do you know if the wolves are afraid of humans? Will they run away from us if they see us? I hope so. So now we're walking through the forest to the river Kama. It's a big river. Well, maybe I overreacted with the wolves, I hope. Maybe it was just a big dog. I don't know, let me know if you're an expert. Yeah, I just really like this place. It's so quiet and so calm and very slippery. So I hope I will not fall. And a lot of beautiful snow. Yeah. So nice. Yeah, I just like going to places like this. You know, normally if you go to a forest there will be no path like here. But here it's a beautiful forest with paths and some little old houses that you can find on the way, like there. Whoop. Yeah, we'll see what it is. So this is a hunting camp and you can see some tree house there, and I don't know what this is, but apparently it's something important for hunters. Yeah, and it says that almost everyone who lived in this village was a hunter because it was an essential part of trade and they sold everything that they caught. Yeah, and they just lived in a forest. Interesting. Okay, it turned out that it's not a tree house. Apparently it's a special house where they stored all the animals that they've caught during the hunting, and it has this huge leg so that no one will climb and eat the prey, I guess. You know, in Russian folklore we have this house where the Russian witch Baba Yaga lived, and according to the description it looked kind of like this because it had like one leg, one chicken claw that it was standing on. And when I was a kid I was really a fan of these houses and I used to draw them very often. I don't know, just the idea of a house standing on one leg was so exciting to me. In reality maybe it doesn't look as exciting because I wouldn't like to live there. And here is the house where hunters lived. Yeah, the interesting thing about this house of hunters is that they have such a tiny door. Apparently it's because they didn't want the warmth to go out, the warm air from the house. Maybe they also didn't want anyone big to come inside, like a bear. But I guess a bear would fit into that door. Yeah, I like it. You know, I wouldn't mind to live in this tiny hut in the middle of the forest because it's so beautiful. You know, waking up in the morning, going outside, seeing bears and wolves. So cool. There are so many footprints. I just wonder where they came from. They kind of look triangular. Yeah, it's interesting. It doesn't look like a human. But what is it? There you can see my friend Zhenya. She's so tiny compared to these houses. Well, I guess this is not a house. I don't know yet what it is. Oh, let's see. Brine elevating tower. Interesting. So, oh yeah, I know. because here in this region they produced salt. You know, apparently millions of years ago there used to be a sea here, and that's why the salt is left underground, and that's how they have this salt production here. So they somehow got this salt from either underwater, because there is a river here right now, or underground. Well, many years ago they created all of these buildings, and all of that is made for the salt production. I just don't know how people used to be, you know, so smart, and they created this system where they got the salt in really big amounts. And here you can see, maybe I'll show you, there is a river. It's all covered by snow right now, but it's really beautiful. And the birds are singing. Look, it's so beautiful. And there you can see fishers who are doing their business. Yeah, brave people. They sit for a long time in this cold environment. And my hands are so cold because of filming and using my camera. And here is the windmill. Apparently it's 100 years old. And I really like these landscapes here with birch trees, a symbol of Russia, and this old church in the background. And here they have the Russian village entertainments for kids. Yeah, it must be fun. I just like the sound that the snow makes here. It turned out that it's not very easy to get out of here because, well, we came here by taxi and we thought that there would be a bus that would take us home back to Perm. It's like a 1-hour bus ride. But turned out they don't have buses on weekends anymore, and we're just in the middle of nowhere. So we just ordered a taxi, which is kind of crazy expensive. But yeah, that's what we need to do, because today I'll go to a theater, so I need to be back to the city. But it's really nice here, very quiet and snowy. And here are the restrooms, which is not really cool because it's winter and, you know, they're not warm. But I guess without it the experience wouldn't be complete. I really hope that you like this video and that you like this place. If you're ever around Perm, I suggest you to come and visit. My friend was here in summer and she said that it was also really amazing and it's beautiful. You can see the river and, you know, it's a lot more colorful. But now in the winter, if you're not afraid of cold, yeah, I think it's also really cool here. Yeah, we saw a dog, a husky dog, and at first I thought that maybe those footprints that I saw, that they were left by that dog. But then turned out that this dog was not allowed to enter this museum because you can't walk with dogs here. So apparently it wasn't a dog because, you know, the dogs are not allowed here. So maybe it was a wolf. I guess I'll never know unless you help me to figure it out. So anyways, thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it. See you later. Bye. Ну, похож на чехла. А, нет, это репин. Культура. И гопники какие-то стоят. Hey, we just came back from that ethnic village and I just wanted to show you the souvenirs that I bought there. So here there are different kinds of tea, and this tea was produced in this region. You know, there are a lot of forests and fields here, so This region is kind of famous for its herbs, apparently, and berries. So this one is with berries. So nice. This one is called like a talisman for women, and it's apparently really good for women. It has lots of flowers inside, like rose flowers and apple tree flowers, even peach tree flowers, just a bunch of flowers. I'm looking forward to trying this one, and I really like the graphics because they show the Perm Region animal style. And here there is a tea for sleeping. I really like this kitty cat here, so I will sleep well after drinking this tea. And I bought this tea as well, just because of the package, because I really like this can. Yeah, and again you can see this traditional animal style. And this one is also with flowers. And I bought 2 of these. It kind of looks interesting. Looks like I can make some potion with it. But in reality, it's just mushroom powder. Yeah, they have lots of mushrooms here. And you can add it to your food. So I bought this for my dad and one for my brother as well. Yeah. Let's see. These cones in chocolate. Yeah, they're like baby cones. And they told me, I've never tried them before, but you know, this shop assistant, she told me that they're really good. And when you chew them, it tastes like you're chewing forest. Because it has such a foresty flavor, and they're very soft because they're young cones. And here there is marzipan with these nuts. What do you call them? Pine nuts. So a lot of goodies for me. Well, some of them are for my family as well. Yeah, I'm really happy with that.
The darker the sky, the brighter the stars, shining upon